Videos to show the conspiracy 100%. I got the actual cell phones of how these people have been trying to put me in jail, lose my freedom, and more than anything, distance my son and I with all lies. I got the phone, which I'm about to show. I'm about to prove all this. And this is for court purposes and for my son. This is Mike. I call him Big Sexy. He's in another one of my videos called For Mr. CIA Talking Smack. He was 20 years retired from the CIA. And this is, look at the date now. This is him telling his stepdaughter, my ex, maybe you can use the angle that he's posting private medical information. Also, you could say he stole your cell phones and now he's posting your private communications online for everyone to see. What type of an individual like that, a good caring grandfather, is going to actually say, or you can just say that he did that? This guy right here hung up on me multiple times. He knows that his wife and his daughter were lying. And watch this evidence. I'm going to slowly annihilate these people. This is for court and for my son. Watch this. And this is his lovely wife, Susan Wright. Watch these texts from her. I have no idea how this woman actually knew that I didn't try to beat up the nurses and I wasn't high on drugs. Watch this, sonny boy. Okay, I do apologize. Kind of hard to read, and I do have these in other videos, but this is for other purposes. This is me asking her if she has the hospital notes, you know, the stuff that you can only get if you're the patient. She says, oh, I don't have the notes, you know. I believe a couple nurses from the hospital were deposed during our custody thing. You were high and aggressive, and they kicked us out. They kicked you out. Look at this now. Oh, no, dear, they told me to go home and to make sure that the dogs had a chance to go pee, and that they would call me when it was done. The next thing I know, you had the baby because you wanted it all by yourself. Yeah, I thought she just didn't want me in there. She wanted to share have the first moments by herself. But actually, she just wanted drugs. Now, I'm telling you, just watch what her mom says now. I wasn't even supposed to get this. Okay, look at the date. I was trying to get her to give me the Sarasota Memorial Records, request and have it signed, and she wouldn't do it. I'm talking to David about the next trip and whatever else on his OCD mind. Yeah, I'm OCD. Please don't ever sign any releases for Sarasota Memorial Hospital. It would not say anything about him, about security getting him to leave, but it might say some disparaging things about you. There's no reason in the world to sign. And then she goes on to tell her, oh, I just told him it's a HIPAA violation. How does that woman know? And you know who else knows? Her husband, Mike, Mr. CIA. I'm telling you, it's three of them. And my ex's new husband, he also knows. Now, watch this. Now, this is back to Mike. Here's him saying, I just read the parenting plan and it didn't say anything about not recording. Yes, it does. My point is that he violated the OP. It doesn't matter what he said. Now, once again, just to put all this on the same video for our evidence, this is my ex's new lawyer husband. He sent look at it. I sent you an email. Oh, we're going to get that too. So you can share it with your mom, Mike, tonight's meeting. Read it at first. If you don't like what I have to say, simply delete it and don't share it. Well, guys, look at this. Oh, I love you. I'm very proud of you. Now, look at this. Here's what she says. Don't worry. I'll adequately fake fear and distress. He is distressing me. Oh, yeah, look at that. Look at that. She's going to adequately fake fear and distress. Now, I'm going to go through this complaint on disorder protection that her husband wrote up. Watch this. It is absolutely incredible what they are trying to do. And they got caught. Well, I skimmed through it, but it's good. I'll show the fam. I'm pretty sure I'll get the OP. It's so easy for the judge to grant if there's no reason not to. Also, if he denied it and David did hurt me. Yeah, she's playing the whole victim. Oh my God, help me. It would make him look bad and he'll grant it. Now, I'm really curious to know what that email says. Yeah, the email from email. Isn't that funny? Yeah. This is about to get crazy, okay? I have all the evidence. I have all the proof. Now, would anybody have to force somebody to have somebody violate on order protection or threaten to break up with them? Watch this evidence I got. Oh, the next order of protection is supposed to be coming in a couple months. I think February 2nd. Oh, look at this. Now, this is Emilio. Look at this. This is my ex talking to him. Since you won't hear me, she's supposed to be abused and stuff, right? Look at this. Since you won't hear me, I've gone through the motion thus far and will continue to humiliate myself. But what if I take the next step and talk to someone at the sheriff's department and they don't care? Would that be my fault? Would you still break up with me? Wow! Now watch this. Now, this is him saying, I'm not going to break up with you, you fool. Oh, why'd you say it then? That's just not going to happen. I just get frustrated when your pessimist side comes out. If we try and they do nothing, and so be it. Yeah, this guy tried. This guy bellyached for a year and a half, and I got all them texts too in a previous video. There's nothing we can do, but I don't want to see you get hurt anymore. I'm the one that got hurt. She stole my kid. I don't care how many times you tell me that it doesn't bother you. This guy. Oh my God. Let me just tell you something. This is going to get real good. I promise everybody. Wait 1 second. Okay, this is Emilio, the lawyer, my ex's new husband. This is what he wrote up for my ex. Now, remember how she said that, just watch this. I receive approximately 10 to 20 texts per day with demeaning, degrading, and sometimes threatening messages. Great job. Look at this. David Brown has threatened me many times to come to my house and says, you'll be sorry. I've never, ever threatened that girl. I've only told her that she's going to be sorry when my son figures out that her and her mother and Mike absolutely stole him from me and have been brainwashing him since he was born, literally. Also, threatened to show up in Friendsville with a bullhorn to harass me. No, I told her I was going to go to DCF and complain about those 5 teeth, which were 11. They actually said that I got him kicked out of 3 dentists, and I was trying to make his teeth go bad so I could do a YouTube video about it. I promise. Several letters he sent to my boyfriend with derogatory and false claims. Isn't this weird? This is him writing this. To ruin my personal relationship. No, all I wanted was their address, and she wouldn't give it to me. So I had to write to all the addresses that I thought it was. Finally, the mail company figured out that it was that address and sent my letters there. When he said, oh, I didn't even read your letters. Your little letters, he says. Yeah. All I wanted was the address. You know, let me show that right now. I like to be completely transparent. 1 second. I'm just going to go to this little part right here. Wanted to know our address, and I have no problem with that. Okay? Our address is blah, 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 blah. Look at he says, hey, brother, I finally got your little package. Yeah, I've been trying to find out where my kid lives because this woman ran off with my kid for a year and a half when he was very first born. I had to chase her down with a detective, and I don't trust her. I have no use for it. I gather that it bounced around the system because it had an address that doesn't exist. Carla told me that you wanted the address after me trying to get it for months. Yeah, I was talking with my son, and I heard this guy in the background. So I said, hey, why don't you let me talk to him? Well, I said, hey, how you doing? My name's David. She ripped the phone out of this guy's hand. And I heard her say, he's crazy. So I knew she was smooching this guy. She absolutely made this guy hate his life, and I'm sure he still hates her right now. So now, just to be clear, evidence I'm trying to tell you. Okay, David has posted many YouTubes on his channel of public harassment of me. You mean she's talking about my ex-lawyer, Liz Albert, the current mayor of Sarasota, and DCF. Yeah, I went there on all of them and terrorized. That's what you do when you're hurt and you're pissed. You can't take it anymore. Of his channel of me, he has large posters of me with my picture on it. Yeah, she should be in prison. And here is the neglect that I'm talking about, which she's about to start talking, saying that she's not a neglectful mother. And that's what I'm claiming on YouTube. Now, I'm going to also show some text messages that you will not believe that's going to prove it right. DCF, I hope you're paying attention. It's never too late. Okay, she says he has large pictures of me, and he claims that I'm an unfit, negligent mother. He does this in public places, including City Hall and DCF. David has gotten Dylan fired from 3 dentists. He also tells them repeatedly and calls them repeatedly and calls them until they no longer want Dylan as a patient. Absolutely a lie. I would like to just see one shred of evidence on that. What did I do? I called them and I said that she was bulimic. She was throwing up. Maybe the acid was sitting on my son's teeth. Maybe he was doing it because I actually had a video of my son making himself puke. I guess they do that because they're trying it out. They're checking out their body. I don't know. But anyway. So now, oh yeah, and defamation by saying that she's an unfit mother. Now watch these text messages. They're not even my words. And her husband already said that in another one of my videos, said it's 100% neglect, and she knows it. Now watch this. Watch these. This is from her mother and from Emilio about what the dentist is telling my ex. Watch this. Everybody, watch this. Okay, I forgot to do one thing. Look at this. This is another thing. This is an actual phone, so I got all the proof everybody needs to know. So now look at this. This is from Whitney Petrie, who I had a ton of back and forth with. This is just one of the court person that I've talked to. I'll go ahead to the police station. Look, she's complaining about it. To get everybody off my back. This is her talking to her mother. Okay, she told Emilio the same thing. To get everybody off my back, even though I'm pretty sure they won't want to bother with it. Also, how does this help Dylan? Sounds like somebody is lying as usual. The same way she stole my kid. Yeah, isn't that amazing? Now, I just need to put that in there for evidence for my son, for everybody to see this. Now, look at what her mom is saying. Look at this. This is how I found out my son had 11 cavities, because they would not give me my son's dentist telephone number. They used to send me the stuff without the top on it. Watch this. Look at this. This is my ex talking to her mom. I take no offense at the term abuse. I take offense. I'm sure she does. I'm pretty sure I'm doing more than you did for me. Yeah, her mom dumped her off on a porch at 2 years old. So her mom, my ex is telling her mom that she didn't even brush her teeth, not once. I'm sorry if I offended. Now this is her mom going back to her. I'm sorry if I offended you. I was really shocked when I heard 11 cavities. Oh, she was shocked. I was shocked at 5. I was shocked when my son opened his mouth. It looked like he got done eating a Chip Ahoy cookie. It was terrible. It was a nightmare after not seeing my son forever. Now watch these ones too. Watch this. Now this is from her loving husband that knows that she's absolutely neglected and abused her kid. Lots of plaque. She said it's going to be way more important to brush his teeth from now on. Electric toothbrush with a water pick is a must, she said. I mean, wow. Wow, it's going to be a fight. I hope. Look at that. She's trying to say that she can't do it. Now look at this one. Lots of plaque. This is the mom. Okay, look at the date. Lots of plaque. She can tell he's not flossing. Bad job, mommy. The front tooth has hypomineralization. It will be more prone to cavities. So really brush it thoroughly. It may be caused by the antibiotics when he was under 3 years. Oh my God, let me tell you. Let's go, Sue. Let's go, Sue. Oh, you try to tell me my son had the best care you guys could possibly give. That's what they told the judge. Oh, yeah. Big Mr. CIA man, and I was disabled. They're going to give him the best care ever. What happened? Now, here is what her mom is saying about the motions that I filed against this woman for being a drunk and for using kratom and not taking care of my teeth. Look at this. The teeth seems to be the best case against you, and we need all the help we can get, which means you shouldn't give him gum and candy whether he throws a fit or not. Yeah, I guess he throws a fit and she just gives into him. Oh, if you give in, he needs to do an extra brushing. Wow, that he doesn't have. Oh, I don't have Dylan's best interest in mind. He's just vindictive when he says, wait till Dylan's 18. Yeah, that's what I tell her. I tell her, wait till Dylan's 18. You'll be sorry because it's going to know that two people stole my freaking kid. Look at that. Absolutely proof. Sonny boy, I'm so sorry you got to deal with this, son. So, it's only a 15-minute video. That's what I needed. That's what everybody said. The other ones are too long and it's too hard to find the parts where all this stuff is going to be concerning in court. And I'm going to tell you right now, I am on it like blue bonnet, and I swear I hope I get justice. This guy got me a little tiny flip phone so I could no longer Skype my son. He's been lying. You check out my other videos, talking about, oh, the phone was buried in the toy box. And then my ex saying, oh, laugh my ass off. You got caught in the lie to me, alienating me from my son. This guy says he's going to have to repair the damage. Every time my son comes back from my house, this guy's sitting my son down and telling him lies, just like they all three did. Look at the video with my ex. She got caught brainwashing my kid. A 9-minute video. Please watch my videos and like them. That's all I ask. And learn from this. And son, this is more evidence than you're ever going to need to know, Sonny boy. I love you so much, son. I'm never, ever, ever going to stop fighting for you.